Hey guys, I'm Polly. Welcome back to my channel. This is a continuing review of Montale fragrances. Now, I'm adding this part to the rest of the video because I changed my mind about one fragrance, which I'm going to go over right now. And just ignore the numbers of these videos. Just go with the flow. Okay? So the fragrance that I'm talking about is Blue Amber. So, okay, let's go over the notes and I'll explain why I changed my mind about it. So it's amber, vanilla, patchouli, bergamot, vetiver, geranium, and coriander. Originally, I didn't like it. Originally, it smelled old and something, if at all, then suitable for a man. I really changed my mind. My mind really changed. Not only did it change, but now I ordered a full bottle of it because I find it to be essential for fall and winter. I am craving it, and I'm craving this kind of scent specifically. So let's get into it. So I will say this. In general, the nature of this fragrance is amber fragrance with a lot of vanilla, which gives kind of that a powdery effect. I would not call this a powdery fragrance, yet it is, okay? But it's not a pretty fragrance, nothing like that. So in the opening, I get a lot of coriander and the geranium. So you are aware of the vanilla and the amber, but you get a lot of that. And the first, I would say 10-15 minutes, it's a little bit harsh. Even for me, as much as I love this one, borderline unpleasant, a little bit nail polishy, okay? It goes away. It completely goes away. As the fragrance continues to develop, you get the majority, the bulk of what you're experiencing is going to be the amber and the vanilla, and it's sweet, and it's powdery, but not baby powder or makeup. It's just the vanilla is very fluffy. Kind of makes me think of, you know, coats that have this fur or faux fur, whatever, and it's kind of that texture. So imagine that texture. Now you do continuing to get the geranium. Okay, so the geranium here is a little bit, adds kind of a bitterness with the coriander, the spice, and these two, they're really veined through. So they're not dominant, and each time, sometimes I will get more of this or more of that throughout, but they're definitely, they don't go anywhere. The bergamot, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. The vetiver, well, yeah, it has definitely a woody base, so, but you're not experiencing like a straight up vetiver or vetiver fragrance. I have the red vetiver, I have vetiver fragrances. You can literally smell vetiver. Vetiver really doesn't play a big role here. It's just makes it woody, I guess. That's about it. And the patchouli really pretty much the same thing. It just gives it a bit more earthiness. It definitely gives it that old moldy earthy tone with the amber. Okay, and then the geranium. Now, at the beginning, I thought it's old, like old lady fragrance, but not necessarily in that category. Kind of what I envisioned was almost like an old school matriarch or head of a mob, even, you know, like in Poland or something like that. Just this, like, you know, big woman, not just in size, but just like grand woman in her 50s with her fur, that she walks into this bar or whatever, and all these like dudes, men, this mob, they quiet down. So that's what I was envisioning. And I couldn't understand what's the deal with this fragrance. So and this is an important part of this fragrance, for me at least, why it really captured me. The old, I understood what it was. It wasn't old. It wasn't an old lady. It's not old. That's not a good word. It's ancient. Now that I wore this and it sat, so I came back after I did my review, I came back to this and smelled it, and I understood that it's not old, it's ancient. It's more of a temple. of an old Egyptian temple with a kind of incense, but not hippie shop incense, none of that weird stuff. Think ancient. The amber gives you some smokiness. The vanilla is not gourmand, but it's very beautiful and sweet. And the coriander, so there's a bit spiciness, a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of earthiness, some smokiness. Then you have that vanilla enveloping everything. It's stunning. It's definitely not just another amber or just another vanilla. I don't think it necessarily would be everybody's cup of tea, but I also don't think it's if you're gonna blind buy this, if you love vanilla, if you love your amber, and you're open to a more kind of a little bit spicy, a little bit smoky, not a lot, none of those elements come through dramatically here, but all of them still do to give it that, those nuances and make it ancient. It's so beautiful. I don't know, I love it. I'm big in mythology and ancient history, so for me it was like, oh God, it's like traveling through time. I adore it. I love it, and it smells beautiful. I do think I think on men it will definitely be sensational. I think for a man, maybe more men will enjoy this than women. Women, if you're very picky with your, you kind of prefer your citruses and flowers and cupcakes, maybe this is not it. But if you're a little bit bolder and you like to step out of the comfort zone, a little bit something different, this is it. This is so good. This is so good. I adore this fragrance. You get a lot of vanilla. It's so poofy. And with a dry down, when it gets to that comfortable place, when it's like, okay, I'm just going to nest here and this is going to be me for the next like 6 hours. By the way, performance, the shiz. But at that point, you get so much of this puffy, amazing, yummy, cuddly, ambery vanilla. And then with the whiffs, you get the other notes. And they give you that sensation. It's just amazing. I really do love this fragrance. Hated it in the beginning. I love it so much right now. And this was the only one that I really changed my mind, because I continued to go back to the other fragrances just in case. You never know. But you know what? Wow. Yeah, wow. I love it. So if you love your amber, you love your vanilla, you're looking something for fall and winter, something different, a little spicy, a little bit this, a little bit that, not just another standard, vanilla yummy, try this one out. It's worth it. It's so beautiful. All right, guys. Well, I will continue with the rest of the video. Nothing else changed, so we're just gonna jump back to the original video. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to one that is a hell to the yes. Hell to the yes. Oh, intense pepper. Okay. This is a very exciting one for me. I love this fragrance. So, notes. In the top, black pepper, Sicilian lemon, and pink pepper. In the heart, floral notes. And then in the base, cedar, agarwood, amber, white musk, and oak moss. Now, I will say most of the reviews that I heard expressed that this fragrance is a 7-Up or a Pepsi, whatever, that you open and kind of sprinkle some black pepper on top. That's how it smells. A little, like, it's not false. It is true, but it describes only a very small portion of this fragrance. Okay? So let's begin with the breakdown of this stunning fragrance. First of all, it's very unisex, leaning, yes, masculine, definitely. On a man, this would be so sexy. Like, if you're a dude, you like your potent, strong, surprising, sexy fragrance, just pause and get yourself one of these. So good. Now, black pepper. Go to the kitchen, open your black pepper, give it a sniff. what you smell and how your nose and all your nasal cavities are experiencing, that is precisely the opening of this fragrance to the T. It is like you are smelling true pepper in your kitchen. Everything about it. First time I smelled this fragrance, I coughed and sneezed. Now, that experience lasts only a few seconds. That, poof, is kind of goes away, and you're just left with the scent of pepper, of black pepper. Then you have the Sicilian lemon, right? Now, yes, very lemony, but then you have, and it's sweet, okay? Then you have the floral notes. So the floral notes are giving me at least two things are happening here. It's sweetening up the Sicilian lemon, so it's a sweet lemon with pepper, okay, like the 7-Up, great. But imagine you are drinking your 7-Up with pepper, and somebody who is wearing Baccarat Rouge just walked past you and getting like the trail of it. That is the opening. Yeah. So it's not a Baccarat Rouge dupe, this fragrance. No, not at all. It's not based on it, nothing like that. But it's almost like this, there is like a string of that scent in here, okay? Then you have the white musk. Montale has a very interesting musk. Sometimes it's very fluffy and nice and feminine and playful. Sometimes it is very masculine and very dirty and sexy as hell. And that's the musk you got here. And it starts to creep up. You don't get it as a boom. It slowly creeps up in all that floral Baccarat Sprite pepper scenario. The florals, they come down. The musk at some point really goes big. It goes really, really big. It's like dominating over everything. Then you have the musk coming down. The florals are kind of coming back to life. And then you have all the rest. The agarwood, the amber, everything comes up. This is a stunning, very sexy fragrance on a man and a badass fragrance for a woman. This is a hail to the yes. This is so badass. This is, first of all, it's beautiful fragrance. It smells so interesting, so different, so edgy. And I mean, for a man, this would be very easy to wear. For a woman, it's not going to be all that hard either. You just really got to not care at all. High five. This is so good. I think this is one of the most sexiest fragrances. It's dang. All right, and the last one, we got Mukhallat. Big strawberry, vanilla, almond, musk, and pure balsam. Now, is this a strawberry fragrance? I say nay. Like, I get it. I identify what the strawberry is trying to do, that sweetness. But I am personally on a journey. I'm trying to find a good strawberry fragrance. I think I'm just gonna like stick to Montale. It's, it's kind of that fresh, youthful scent of strawberry. This is not it. I'm sorry. This doesn't smell like strawberry to me at all. I've never ate or smelled strawberry cake or candy or anything that smells like this. I'm sorry. Maybe but it's like a weird one. It's not, I don't know. Maybe like from South Russia or something like that. But it's not even, it's either way. Unless you've been or traveled to very specific places in the world, you have never smelled a strawberry like this, okay? Either way. So if you're referring to this as strawberry, if that's what you're looking for, this ain't it. But first time I smelled it, I hated it. This one has to sit. Now, this smells to me like a strawberry jam, but no one ever used actual strawberry to make. Yeah. And they took that and spread it on a freshly made piece of plastic. Now, the plastic, you really get the almond. You get the strawberry, vanilla, and almond. The pure balsam, I think the pure balsam with the almond, that's what gives you that fake plasticky vibe. But it's kind of cool. This is a gourmand, very sweet, very feminine and deep fragrance. Honestly, I think you can also wear this during spring and summer all year round. Just depends on the temperatures that you live in. I understand why some people hate it. I see why some people love it. Who will enjoy this? People who love deep, sweet, have an open mind regarding to fragrances, know Montale in their peculiar way to create certain notes, and are willing to go through the process of getting used to it, then you will adore this. And I say, yay. The beginning, I hated. The first time I smelled, I was like, it's just a sweet blob of plastic. Like, that's how it smelled. I'm like, this, no. Now, I do think I had a doll that smelled similar. And I probably did smell or eat something kind of, I don't know. I have a lot of friends that are also like from, I don't know, different parts of the world, in South Russia and kind of a Middle East, Asia area. So yeah, it smells familiar. But if you're not from there and you're actually expecting a true strawberry, like what you eat, then nay, this is not it. But you will love it. This is a great one. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos, and I'm continuing to video number 3, and I will see you then. Bye.